welcome back to the channel. I'm just getting back from my driver's test or road test, and I passed. I passed, y'all. I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm so happy, y'all. And honestly, the test wasn't as hard as what I thought. I mean, it really was just mainly parallel parking, the K turns and certain turns, and that was mainly it, thankfully. But it worked out. Your girl got her license, and I'm so happy. Okay. Now, it was a lot that happened before I went to my road test. I gotta tell you a little story time of what happened because I was getting stressed all the way out. Sorry, I'm cooking at the same time, y'all, so bear with me. Hold on. But on the way to the road test, you know, I wear glasses. I don't have to wear, but it's something that I choose to wear when it comes to devices. But my eye doctor said that's the reason why I got them, because it strains my eyes when I look at devices too long, and certain limits, obviously, certain distances I can't see, but I did my vision test and I passed. So it's not like I needed the glasses, but because I was wearing them when I did my road test, well, when I got my permit and everything, when I did my vision test, I had the glasses on. She put me down for glasses. So we get there. I didn't have glasses on because I didn't know she put me down for them, because she told me at the time that, okay, you just wear them, but you don't have to wear them. So I didn't know. I guess she just put it down because I had them on, but I did not know that it was on there, on my permit. So we get there. I forgot my glasses. And the guy, he was really nice, a young man. He was like, oh my God, can you read this for me? And I'm like, yeah, I read the sign, did well. But he was like, oh, I want to take you and do the test, but I can't risk it because it says on here you need glasses. And if you take it and you go in there and you pass, if you don't have your glasses, then he can get in trouble. So I'm not going to risk that. But then I'm like, this is my last day of trying to get my license before I have to start all over. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sorry, my baby girl in the background singing, y'all. So he's like, you can go in, take the vision test again real quick. I'm going to give you this paper, and then you got to be back before 2 because my appointment is at 12. So I'm like, oh my God. I go in the DMV. You know, DMVs and me is like, ugh. Okay, it takes long as hell in there. And it was packed. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope that this let me get to the front of the line. I get there, and the guy, the cop, he was so nice. He was like, congratulations. He thought I got my license already. And I did after, and I was like, no, not yet. I have to go up to get my vision test because I forgot my glasses and it says on here I need it. So he was like, okay, go up there. The guy at the counter was a little bit, not rude, but like, do you have a number? And I'm just like, really? But then I told him, like, they told me to come to the front so I can just take the vision test. So he's like, oh, well, you have to, get a number and all that stuff, and then we can see you. And there's so many people there, and I know my last experience there, I was there for 3 hours. So I'm like, oh, no. So then I ended up leaving because he said you can leave and get your glasses and come back as long as you're there before, 2. So then my husband was like, oh, my God, we got to do that because we had the kids out the car, and they were crying and fussy. So I'm like, oh, my God, I'm stressed out, y'all. I'm panicking. I'm like, oh, my God. Going through it. Finally get to the house. I can't find my damn glasses. Can't find my glasses nowhere. I took them out earlier today. I put them down, but I didn't realize why I put them because I was rushing. Because the kids, getting them fed, getting them dressed. Y'all know the struggle of being a mom. And I'm like, oh my God, my glasses, my glasses, my glasses. I'm looking everywhere. I could not find it. I'm panicking like, is this a joke? Is this real? Like, is this going to really mess me up from not being able to get my license? And if I don't get it today, I will have to start all over. So that was my thing. I didn't want to have to take the permit test over and then wait another 3 months. And I'm like, please. So I'm honestly about to cry, get emotional, because I'm like, I really been working hard at trying to drive. This is something I wanted to at least try, get my second chance before I have to start all over if I needed to. And I can't find my glasses. And any other day I have my glasses. So I'm looking everywhere. Under the couch, inside the cushions, under the bed, in the bathroom, everywhere. And I'm like, about to cry. And I said a prayer. I calmed down, okay? I calmed down. I said, let me calm myself down. Sorry, I'm cooking at the same time. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. So I said a prayer and I talked to my brother that passed. I know, call me weird, but that's how I communicate. I like to talk out loud. And I said, man, I need you to show me a sign that I'm going to be able to get my license today. Please, bro. Like, I was talking to him like he was in my face. And if he was in my face, he'd teach us, don't worry, it's going to work out. Don't worry, don't stress. Like, he would always tell me that. And I, honest to God, was like talking to him and I was praying. I'm like, calm down, TT. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. I call myself TT. Like, everybody call me TT. That's my nickname. And I finally calmed down after crying. And something told me to look like underneath this guitar that my husband have is in the other room that we have that have all his stuff in there. And I was like, let me look and see. That was the last spot because I looked everywhere that I knew I would have put my glasses. I wouldn't have had it there. Even if it fell, it was like, how the hell fall that way? So I'm like, let me look there. I was calm though. I wasn't upset. I wasn't getting frustrated with myself because usually I do. And the glasses were sitting there so neatly up, right under the guitar. And I was like, and I'm like, yes, thank you, God. Oh my God, I found it. And I was just like, I knew it. I was just so happy. And I didn't pass the test yet. I could have even failed. But I wanted that chance, okay? I wanted that chance. And I was like, thank God it worked out. I just had to calm down, regroup, pray. I talked to my brother, and I was like, okay. So I found the glasses. We rush out, and we go to the driver's, the DMV again. And we had a different guy this time. The first guy was amazing. He was really nice. He was younger. And the other guy that came up, I was nervous. I didn't know if he was going to be mean. You know, you don't know how the examiners are going to be. So we just like, he didn't smile at first. So he gave me the vibe of like, oh my God, like, is he going to be nice, you know? But you can't judge a book by its cover. That's one thing I'm learning every day more and more. So he comes up to the car, such great energy, really, really nice, very friendly to me and my husband and everything. And when we get in the car, we had a whole conversation. Like, we knew each other for years. He was talking about, like, because I'm from Orange, New Jersey, and he was just talking about the places he used to eat out there and, like, how he missed eating stuff out there because they had the best food and all of this stuff. And I'm like, yes. And we just talking about where we from and different things. Like, he made me feel so comfortable. So, shout out to him. He was a great examiner because he made me feel, like, not as nervous. I was very nervous at first. You know, you get anxiety a little bit. That was always my problem. But talking to him, he made me feel so comfortable. My phone died and I started eating my food. But the guy was so freaking nice, okay? And I was happy that he ended up being the examiner because we got along really, really well. So, you know, as we start, he was like, are you ready? I'm like, yes. And he was like, oh, okay, we're going to do the parallel parking first, okay? Now, that's the one thing that I get so much anxiety about, the parallel parking. But the night before, me and hubby was practicing, and I did a really good job. So I felt more confident, even though we didn't practice with the cones. I still felt like, okay, I do know the steps to doing it. And I was like, okay. But the hard thing for me, I'm not going to lie, when it comes to parallel parking or just parking and doing reverse parking is not being able to see from my right side mirror, the back like I should. Like, you know how you can set your mirror the way you want it to be. But for some reason, it's always hard for me to see. So it's just like annoying. So anyway, I started doing the parallel parking. And when I was turning to the left to go back more, I almost could have hit the cone. Thankfully, I didn't. And he was like, you handled that very well. You got it together. And I was able to park into the spot. Lovely. Now, right after that, I didn't know I was going to have to do a K-turn. So you have to K-turn out of that spot. And even my husband, he was able to see on the sidelines. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know they do that because we would have practiced that. But thankfully, I didn't hit the cone because I was so close because I didn't move back far enough because I didn't know he was going to do a K-turn. So I'm just thinking that he's going to ask me to just, pull out of the spot. So I do the K-turn. And I was so nervous because I was so close to the cones. And I'm like, breathe. Just do it. And it came out perfectly. And I was like, yes! And I finished the rest of the test and I did good. The only thing he said was that when I had to go backwards, You know how they make you go backwards a little bit? I didn't turn all the way and have my hand on his seat, you know, to look all the way back. I did look back, but, you know, they want you to have one arm on the passenger seat and you look all the way fully back. So that was my only thing that I had an issue with. But other than that, he said I did good. And I passed, y'all. Your girl's a licensed driver. And I just want to say this. I'm in my 30s, okay? And I know people are like, ain't nothing special about that, girl. You should have been hired your license, blah, 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 blah. And listen, it's very special to me. I want to talk to anybody that's in a similar situation as me when it came to reasons why they didn't get their license or feeling really nervous and having bad anxiety when it came to driving or thinking about driving. Like, I always had bad anxiety. It was something that was a real issue. And then I got sick, and then I had to sit down. Then I ended up getting pregnant, and all this stuff happened. And I'm like, you know what? I have to start driving. I have kids now. We need 2 cars. So it took a lot for me to really gain that confidence to start driving. And this was a real issue. I'm like, I was shaky when it came to trying to learn. Like, it's not an easy thing, especially when you have bad nerves. That's why people fail sometimes, because of their nerves. So I'm just going to say to you, whoever wants to still get their license, whether you're young or if you're 30s, 40s, 50s, okay? Even early 60s, if you feeling good and you looking good, ain't nothing wrong with still trying to achieve something that you want to achieve. And this is something big for me. I accomplished getting my license, something I didn't think I could do in a way, because mentally I was just like so nervous. But I stayed calm. I worked towards the goal, and it happened. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm thankful it worked out, because I told myself, today I'm getting my license. I'm getting it, because I thought I was going to have to start all over when it came to doing the whole knowledge test over. I was like, no. But thankfully, I don't have to. Thankfully, I passed the test, and I'm happy. And shout out to everybody else that's going for theirs. I wish you nothing but the best. Regardless, stay confident, okay? Because that helps. Just know you're going to leave with that license. This was my second time doing it, and I got it. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it the first time. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it even the second time. Keep going, because you will get it. All right, y'all. That's it for this video. I missed you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to please subscribe to the channel and press all. I got a Twitch account. Y'all got to follow that, because I want to be on Twitch more. And I also have a TikTok. Make sure you follow that as well. All right? Stay tuned. I'll be back for more. Hope you have a blessed day.